Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of The Paradigm Shift. Today I want to talk about three things that I feel are so important for spiritual leaders or for facilitators, guides, healers, those who are here to support others on their spiritual path, and those who are giving birth to missions that are creating communities that are bringing people together and that are offering the opportunity to know yourself more deeply, to learn about yourself spiritually, all of those things. So, these things are important that I'm about to say because they are ways of working to develop yourself that transform you truly on a spiritual level and support you to integrate from the conditioned sense of self into a new form of relationship with your true nature, and therefore opening more up to what you are as an infinite being and creating a new sense of identity and safety and anchoredness in the actual reality of you, not creating a sense of who you are, your safety, just through this shaky ground of the ego that's always changing, right? Like really knowing yourself deeply as this infinite being. So these three things I'm going to share really are a huge part of that process, and you can really tune back into your growth in all of these areas from time to time. Anytime you are noticing that a call to rise into higher responsibility is wanting to happen for you, or an expansion, or you are bringing yourself into new alignment, or even if you're just stuck and you can't quite grasp why you're not managing to make this new alignment, why it's not feeling clear. Usually this is because you're in a process of deeply dissolving a false self, and you are having a death of an identity, and there's needing to be some space before the new rendition of you, the rebirth, comes through, and we struggle in that process. But more on that a little bit later in this video. We're about to approach Scorpio season, so this energy of dissolving what we are not and letting ourselves go through the death portal and be in that void space and then enter into the rebirth. That theme is going to be a bit more prevalent in a few weeks for you guys. And as we see and feel the influence of Scorpio season really putting this pressure on us, like a divine pressure, to be more relentless on our path and let an expansion happen and not be afraid to die the deaths on a symbolic ego level, psychological level, in order to meet the true nature of what you are. So the three areas. So first of all, there's the foundations in your true nature, foundation in the true identity of yourself. And the way I feel this develops, this is just my path, what I teach others and what I really stand behind, is developing your capacity to directly perceive your own nature and to perceive the infinite inside of yourself. So we can also call this the natural state. This is what they teach on the path of self-realization. And there are so many different tools, practices, processes that you can take yourself through with this. But really the essence of it is amping up your recognition of yourself as the divine being, as your infinite nature, as that purest essence of you. And what this does is this really connects you back home. This is the deepest source of you that we can experience in this realm of experience in creation. And the connection here begins to rewire you on so many different levels. And when you have this foundational sense of self here, you really feel connected to yourself as the infinite source of all that there is. So this is the access and the lifeline to your life force and the energy that is here to move through you. And when we connect to this directly, what we start to do is we start to give our cells and all of our energetic fields the opportunity to calibrate to this vibration of our true essence, and it resets everything, right? Like the vibration and the direct focus on that vibration of our true nature inside of ourselves is like a calibration point that you can calibrate back to bring yourself into harmony and resonance with your nature. And from that place, what becomes possible? If you're offering spiritual work and guiding other people in their process, there's a certain amount of initiation and stability and direct recognition and insight and knowledge that you need in these realms. And this is a very beautiful way that many people are given these knowings of themselves through this direct experience. And it really challenges the rest of the illusion in your world. And this brings me into the second point, which is that you really need to empty out your ego, your imbalanced ego anyway, and create a new healthy one, or at least learn to show your ego that it is subservient to your divine intelligence that is here to truly emanate this form, that is here to truly guide you forward. So there's this aspect of really seeing all your ego for what it is, and seeing when you are coming from a layer of ego and being devoted to this path where you're not protecting your ego, you don't have a spiritual ego, and you're not holding on to a spiritual identity. You are letting yourself release all of these false identity paradigms, and you're really not in it for your ego anymore. The reason this is one of the core things is that if you are in it for your ego and you're coming from your ego, and your ego is a big center stage, then you're trying to get the validation or the enforcement from your ego. And if you're here to be of service to others and support other people, it can't be about your ego primarily. And there are many people who do serve and who do offer and who do teach from a place of their own ego that appears spiritual. And this is just intellect, right? It's not an embodied transmission. You can feel the difference. It's information without soul. So there's also a limit in the just the success overall, but also the access to your powers, the potency of your mission, and the true gifts and service that you're here to share when you're coming from your ego, because the vibration of the ego is just completely incompatible with the frequency of the highest level of your mission and your calling. So there's only a certain amount of it that can be facilitated while you hold your egoic contradictions, right? It's a really easy type of math, no matter where you are at on with your service or your soul mission, or if you're wanting to step out into that path. Like, you have to recognize the simple process, which is to alchemize the energy from your conditioned identity and to create space inside of yourself to resonate and transmit a new frequency. Being the transmitter and the representative of your true nature, not a representative of your conditioning. When you have fallen unconscious and you have forgotten your sovereignty and you are trapped by an illusion, it is just happening because you've had a lapse of remembrance of your true nature, and you have simply forgotten, and you're being given the chance to remember and step back into yourself. So that's the second part, is really this dedication and this non-tolerance for the ego, in the ego's way of being sneaky ego anyway, like the Gollum version of your ego, not the Schmeagle. Okay, guys. And then the third one is this ability to be the conduit, the channel, the visionary, the vessel for what it is that you are creating, because this is a dance between spirit and matter, what it is that we're choosing to manifest and choosing to share. And it begins on this non-physical level, and it makes contact with you. And that's the vision you give birth to, the service you share, but also the messages that you are here to transmit and that you're here to share. And this is something that is a lifelong commitment that you have, which is to be the vessel for your vision and to expand and to be able to receive that information and be that communicator. And not everyone is here to be as direct of a communicator, but we are all, or an oracle or a messenger, but we are all here to be the channels of our truth, to be the channels and the bridges for our divine essence to come into our incarnation. So in a lot of ways, we do play this role of being that bridge between worlds. And the more consciously you can lean into that role and acknowledge it and hold space for the divine aspect of you that wants to manifest through your human form, the more that can start to become available to you. And this level of it, this subtlety, this nuance isn't always available to a lot of people. There's sensitivities and capacities that need to open through letting go of contradicting frequencies. Just a side note, guys, any state that you don't find you're able to reach in meditation or in self-realization or in whatever way is because you hold contradicting frequencies to that, and you're not able to access it due to what you're holding, due to what you're believing, due to what you're vibrating. And it's really a simple process of letting go in order to open up to that and to let that be unobscured. So all capacities and awarenesses and abilities to attune is something that becomes obscured by all the other noise and the illusion, but it never disappears. So this capacity can be opened up and expanded. And this one is really important because you're not here to necessarily share something that already exists in the world. And we need this ability to be in tune with the field, and in tune with the field in a way where we know we're connected to benevolent energies, by the way. Like, there's a discernment in this. When people start to open up to information, they're usually just like happy about any information that's coming, and because they feel that connection, that specialness in it. But the reality is that there is interferences that happen in this way as well, and you really have to be tuned in and be intentional with what information that you're calling into creation. But it is this conversation between the physical and the non-physical, and the more we learn how to communicate with the non-physical reality, the spiritual world, the spiritual aspect of ourselves, the more we are able to develop the sensitivity and the capacity to be that conduit and be the bridge for our divine essence. Okay, guys, so there is an exciting announcement that I have for you guys. My next group is opening up on the 3rd of November. Well, we start officially the 1st, but the first session is on the 3rd of November. And this is going to be a space that really helps you upgrade your consciousness and support you to go through the process of dissolving stickier parts of your identity and your conditioning, and the ways in which you are subscribed into an outdated paradigm of self and struggling to really see what is that alignment for you and your soul. So what I teach in this program is going to be experiential work that takes you through an energetic shift, and I'm also going to be offering teachings that support you to integrate this vibrational and consciousness shift into your life. And because really that is what I recognize to be the journey, is this merging of consciousness and the physical, and the integration of these parts is really a big part of really being able to go deeper with the teachings. And this is one of the things that I see a lot, is this lack of integration of higher states of consciousness with the rest of your life, and these false beliefs that don't quite help you reach the deeper levels of realization, because you have these beliefs and these ideas around it. And being in a space like this is going to make it simple, and this is very powerful for you no matter which part of your journey that you're at. I have many clients who come to my groups time and time again anytime they want to go through an energetic upgrade. This program is going to be an expanded version of what I do in my 21-day container, which is Evolutionary Minds. And I'm considering making this longer journey the signature experience. So it is the foundation of what I do, and it is the foundation of what you can come home to. And I'm really, really excited to share that. And there will be an extra or to share this space, and I'm excited for the community and the group that's going to grow around it. But there will also be an extra option for those who are wanting to be serious about the expansion they're making with their soul mission and in the unique individual role that they're stepping into and what they're wanting to share. So there'll be a chance to work on that extra as well, in addition to what it is we're going to do in the group. And for the group, you bring your own intention to this space, and this space and the guidance and the process supports you to fulfill on that intention. So there's the opportunity for you to really reflect on what it is that you want to experience and how it is you want to transform in 7 weeks, and how it is you want to move through this Scorpio season and towards the end of this year, towards 2025. As I've said in a few videos before, I really feel that there is a divine pressure that is happening for many souls at this time. You are being asked to pass through initiations and tests and really truly start living without compromise, and start living without being shackled by an illusion, and start allowing your infinite nature to permeate into the rest of your life, so that you could just be happy, whole, and in the vibration of unconditional love, and also have the experiences that you want to have for your soul growth, and also for your human level fulfillment and happiness and joy and love. Okay, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day, and let me know what resonates with you guys. Would always love hearing from you guys, always love hearing who's watching. It means so much when I know that you're here and I hear from you guys. Like, it's just nice to feel the other layer of the conversation. And yeah, I love hearing just your own thoughts as well and what this inspires. So have a beautiful time, guys. Speak to you soon.